The first running back free agent domino fell when Kenneth Walker went to the Kansas City Chiefs, and then Travis Etienne ultimately decided to sign with the New Orleans Saints. 4 years, $52 million. Gets more money than Kenneth Walker despite being older. Bryce, what are your thoughts with him heading to New Orleans?
Dude, I like this move a lot. I mean, kind of that Saints offense is on the younger side with Shuck, Olave, eighth overall pick, maybe Carnell Tate. Like you're building a lot of young talent, and you had a 26-year-old in Travis Etienne who's really has his best football ahead of him, coming off a great season this past year. And they needed a running back. I mean, Kamara is aging, not the same player he once was. He was hitting the door, and it's like got an open spot, and if we can't land a Jeremiah Love at 8, who are we going with? And I think they really hit this one on the head here. I mean, I couldn't think of a better option.
Listen, I'm a little bit hesitant in the fact that I think ETN was a massive product of what Liam Cohen brought to the table in Jacksonville and what he was opening up in that ground game with, we saw the regression of Bucky Irving in the Tampa Bay offense. I'm interested to see what ETN looks like in Kellen Moore's scheme. And he's a massive upgrade over what they had last year. Don't get me wrong. I am interested to see, is ETN worth a 4-year contract? He's going to be in the 30s in this contract. He's been inconsistent in terms of efficiency throughout his career. I absolutely think he fills the void of the receiving gap that, likely happens when Alvin Kamara departs either this year or the year after. But I think ETN is more the guy you pair in a tandem and you have a lot of success with at that point. But as far as the New Orleans Saints go, they finally are out of, cap hell at this point where they can finally make some moves this offseason. And this was much needed. They need to surround this team with more talent around Tyler Shuck. And while I don't necessarily love the move overall, getting more talent for Tyler Shuck is never a bad thing, especially in a division like we talked about, today already, where anything can happen, right? All 4 teams are very close. Nobody's really significantly better than the others. The Bucks are clearly getting worse today with some of their players departing. So the Saints, they got to be able to capitalize on this window. And I think this move definitely says, hey, we're going all in on putting good pieces around Tyler Shuck. And that 8th pick is something that I think is going to be very interesting here to look at come draft season.
I think you said it. I'm going to kind of pick what you said in 2 different parts. I love how you said at the end there, kind of building the young talent and kind of in a win now. And that's how I was kind of looking at it as how open the division is with the young guys, you add on them. But then going back to what you said earlier, I do also agree with that. It's 4-year deal, kind of the player he once was, probably not the best, but same situation I say on a lot of these moves that we were talking about Jalen Phillips earlier. Running back was obviously a huge need. You needed a running back. And what other option were you going to go here, especially if you really think you can win this division now? And ultimately, I really think they can. I think if they keep putting these the building blocks together, they're not out of this division by any means. And it's why don't we get a younger guy that's going to fit in this offense kind of in a nice spot, hoping he can be that 2025 self he was not the 2024 self he was. So mixed opinions on it. I think you hit it best. I'm probably a little bit higher on it than you, but I get it 100%.
Yeah, I'm just interested to see how it plays out long term. I think another wide receiver would be great to see for New Orleans to go add in this offense. I think they're a team that let's continue to see what they do. This is not the final piece. This is just a piece of the puzzle they need to continue to add on to make this team better. As far as fantasy football goes, this is great for Travis Etienne. He walks into a situation where he can clearly win all 3 downs. I'm interested to see if Alvin Kamara actually is going to stick with them. He's been rumored to be cut for quite some time. If Kamara stays, I'm a little bit concerned if ETN is going to be able to become a high-end RB2 consistently. If he's gone, I think the volume alone in the Kellen Moore offense will bode well, and I think he could average around 14 points this year.
Yeah, and I actually, when I talked about Kamara earlier, in my head, I don't know why, I'm kind of already writing him off. I kind of just look at Kamara as a lost cause.
Yeah.
Kind of second thought at this point. I mean, last year, they had Devin Neal behind him, and he was getting outworked by him in some games. So in my head, I think Alvin Kamara is kind of just thrown to the pen, and it's Travis Etienne's time now. But that's a good point. If they're still in the mix, we got some thinking to do. But if this really is Travis Etienne's backfield, I'm all for it. And I could reiterate what I was saying earlier, but I am an ETN guy. I do believe in him, and like the 8th overall pick, you add a wide receiver, it might make the room a little bit more crowded, but it's gonna make the offense a whole lot better. And I'm a Tyler Shuck believer as well. So
That'll help for sure. Drop a comment down below what your thoughts are on the Travis Etienne move. Hit that subscribe button for more Blitz Sports Media content, and me and Bryce will catch you all next time.